Today I'm going to be discussing professional dispositions of learners, dispositions I possess and ones I feel that I need to work on, and how I will utilize these dispositions in my future career as an educator. Professional dispositions of learners are important qualities that must be possessed by educators to ensure the best learning experience for students. High expectations for yourself and students allow you to identify areas of improvement and plan accordingly to yield favored results. Respect for diversity of others and fairness go hand in hand, as educators must treat all students with the same level of respect, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, and sexual orientation, to ensure that each student has equal opportunities and are treated fairly. Professional conduct is crucial to being an effective educator because the way your students and colleagues perceive you based on your appearance and conduct will govern the respect that they afford to you. Reflection and curiosity allow educators to measure effective lessons with feedback and promotes problem solving and positive change by stimulating creativity. Honesty is key to teaching because transparency and truth are instrumental in effective educating. Compassion and advocacy are two of the most important dispositions because students must feel listened to and appreciated, and they need to know that someone is looking out for them and advocating for their success and equal opportunities. Finally, dedication is the lifeblood of teaching because in order to teach, you must be present and punctual, and you must be dedicated to the profession and willing to remain a lifelong learner. I believe that I have a strong hold on compassion, advocacy, honesty, respect for diversity of others, fairness, and reflection. I understand that teaching is all about the students and promoting healthy, positive development. These dispositions will allow me to connect with my students, show them the respect they deserve as young adults, and equip me with the tools necessary to develop my students academically, psychologically, and morally. I feel that before becoming a first-year teacher, it is necessary for me to further develop my high expectations, professional conduct, and dedication. While I am dedicated to the profession, I have had struggles with punctuality and attendance, but I believe that I will get a handle on those aspects before my career begins. As for professional conduct, I strive to always be and act as a teacher and hold myself to a higher standard because I will be influencing impressionable lives, and while I am sensitive to people and empathetic, I will need to ensure that I am holding high expectations for my students as well as for myself. Speaking of empathy, I feel that it is one of the most important attributes for educators to possess. This, along with good listening, good collaboration and communication, adaptability and patience, something else that I will be developing before I become a first-year teacher. These attributes will allow teachers to behave professionally and compassionately for more effective teaching. High standards, a passion for teaching, and a passion for student success should guide a teacher's actions. If an educator portrays all of the professional dispositions of learners, students are more likely to feel appreciated and more likely to succeed and ask for guidance in academic and personal situations, positively affecting psychological and moral development. If a teacher does not display all of the dispositions, students are missing out on a well-rounded education afforded to them by a subpar teacher. If students are not taught with the professional dispositions of learners, they are less likely to be interested and succeed in their classes and may feel as though their teachers does not care about them or their development, which can unfortunately cause psychological distress and have no positive impact on moral development. When I am an educator, I will maintain responsibility to myself, ethical conduct, and fidelity to the model code of ethics for educators by being steadfast and respectful and never deviating from the code. It is so important for educators to commit to this code because if not, teachers can get in trouble and students can become compromised. I keep a copy of the code to periodically review and remind myself of the necessary measures to ensure safe learning and teaching for all. I will commit to being an effective and compassionate teacher that is dedicated to the safe learning and development of my students and myself as a lifelong learner. Since I would love to be an English teacher, my two main ways of promoting healthy moral development in my future classroom are through literature and by setting a shining example of morality for my students. I will positively greet my students every day to let them know that I respect and care for them, and I will never talk down to my students or make them feel ashamed or upset in any way. I will work with my students when they need guidance, and I will use books and lessons to teach lessons about morals and integrity to stress the importance of high moral intelligence. I will always understand the importance of teaching students to respect others and teach the dangers of bullying and how it can affect their peers, and stress just how life can be so much better if you make a point to be a good person committed to the flourishing of yourself and others. Thank you.